Hello YouTube, back once with my last Mount Earth reviews, and I am so sorry about how late these are. I have been so busy and so tired with work and life, and because of that, I'm so sorry I've slacked off on making these, but considering the fact that Last Mount Earth returns next week with consistently releasing new episodes, I'm gonna go talk about the two episodes that were released kind of randomly over those earlier a few weeks ago. And so let's talk about those. The first one of those being the season 2 episode 11, Pitch Black. So after that pretty big cliffhanger of where the mid-season finale left off, I was really wondering where they would pick things up, and I would say on the whole it was a really good choice where they picked things up this episode. For the fact it does not at all show what's going on with the Malibu gang anymore. They're not at all in this episode. This episode, for first, it's just a funny image. Jason Sudeikis, he does survive, going back into Earth's atmosphere. He crashes through I like the fact he crashes right into a cruise liner, and he escapes using one of those water bicycle things. I thought that was really funny. That made me laugh. And at first, it's at first you just see Jason Sudeikis as he just pedals his way across the ocean. I just thought that was a really funny image. I thought that was really funny. And then he passes out from exhaustion, and then he sees his younger hallucination of his brother Phil, who is not played by Will Forte, but supposed to be a younger version of Phil, in which played by Room star Jacob Tremblay. If you watch my film reviews, you would know I thought that kid was fantastic in Room, so I was so excited to see him as younger Phil. And I thought he was hilarious in this episode. I loved how the fact he was floating inside of a Hawaiian Punch or something like that, high C, something like that, inflatable pool. So it was like he did not get the idea for the margarita pool from when he was adult, but has always had an idea like that since he was a kid. I thought that was really funny. But then Jason Sudeikis, he sees a boat and he goes on the boat and he finds another man alive. There's another man, and I like how the guy introduced himself. He said whatever his name was. He was like, whatever his name was, let's call him Jim. Jim was like, I'm the last man on Earth. And then Jason Sudeikis was like, well, you're not anymore. I thought that was really funny. So, this stuff on the boat and with this guy, this whole episode, it was all good. I wouldn't say this was perfectly done, but I like the fact that there was this kind of feeling of creepiness. This guy's clearly kind of off his rocker a bit. He's just so weird, and you just have the feeling like Jason Sudeikis just doesn't know should be unsettled by this guy or not. But even then, he can't help but feel same for the creepy guy, how happy he is that there's another person on Earth that they can finally start talking to each other. So I thought that was really good. But anyway, so then they end up then the guy Jim just tells Jason Sudeikis if you go on land you'll catch the virus, which is finally explained what the virus does. It makes you to ejaculate blood and feces from every hole in your body. That's what it does. That's how it killed people. I liked the touch when he just said, "Oh yeah, everyone went into their homes or to the quarantine zones to die." I thought that was really funny. Just that small little touch of dialogue, but yeah. And during this whole thing, there is just this feeling, and like I said, this feeling of ambiguity. Is there is this guy insane, or does he honestly think he'll die if he gets exposed to the land? And this all accumulates in which he sees something, and then he's says Jason Sudeikis no, let's not go this way. And then Jason Sudeikis looks and he sees one of his brother Phil's signs alive in Tucson, and even though Phil's not there anymore, and which really excites Jason Sudeikis, but then the guy Jim knocks him out. This led to another incredibly funny line, just when he's just passed out and he hallucinates his younger brother Phil as Jacob Tremblay again, and then he's just really, dude, there's only one other guy on Earth, and you were tricked by him. And he's like, I'm sorry, just you're such a loser. you're gonna stay on there, we'll find a pee on you. And then he's like, no, don't piss on me. And then he's just like, nope, I'm gonna piss on you. And then he's just like, oh, stop looking at me while I piss on you, you pervert. I thought that all that just had me in tears of laughter. I thought that was hilarious. But then when the Jim is about to drag Jason Sudeikis back to his boat, he sees that Jason Sudeikis does have a hole in his quarantine suit, so he thinks Jason Sudeikis is good as dead and just leaves him there, but he's completely alive. And he grabs a car and he starts to drive into Tucson. Unfortunately, his brother Phil is not there anymore. They're in Malibu now, so maybe they should have thought to switch the sign to Gone to Malibu, but it looks like Jason Sudeikis is not getting to the is by no means meeting the Malibu gang anytime soon. So, yeah. So on the whole, it was a good episode of Last Man on Earth. It wasn't perfectly handled, but Jason Sudeikis was very likable throughout the episode. The creep that the guy played, the man on the boat, was pretty creepy. Jacob Tremblay's appearances were hilarious, and I love the last touch in the end when you're just wondering, it's like, oh, what happened to Phil the worm, though? Will he be okay? You just saw the guy on the boat just taking care of the worm because he wants someone to talk to. I thought that was really funny. So, good episode. I think it could have been handled a bit better. This whole thing had a very rushed feeling to it, but besides that, still a really good episode. YouTube, as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.